Hello, everyone. This is Aaron, and I play Magic way too much. Okay, perfect comment here. I know that I'll read it in a second, but I know that I am stuck in my ways, and this is a good encouragement to get me out. Hey, Aaron, I've noticed you speak badly on planeswalkers, which you haven't tried. Use OB for the black node, referring to nodes of power. It is really, really easy. All you need is 2-card draw spells like Behold the Beyond or Lost Legacy, Bombback Courier. Meta is to drop to 20 hit points. That's what we're trying to do, is get to 20 hit points and nuke him with a card draw while the last support is out. So you're exactly right. Exactly right. So, and I know that there's a dog in the background. I know that I tend to, we all, I think, do this, but I'm guilty of it, is that we we have our routines, and we're like, oh, I like these ones, and, it's like our comfort zone, right? And OB, I got a long time ago and didn't max, but I'm very happy to max him today. I believe, and we'll see this from, if you do the math, is 80,000 to max him, and we'll kind of go over the abilities, and then I'm going to pause it and show you a deck that I've made with OB. OB, I hear you see a lot of talk about creatureless, which is what they were referring to there. So I'm going to go with the creatureless deck and see how it works. The abilities really are amazing, with the kill creature as the second ability and the third ability of do 8 damage. But let's see those together here in a second. So I definitely do like black, though. There's just so many kill creatures. It makes it easy. Not easy, but, it's like a nice defensive planeswalker. So here we go. Those are all the things I got. Scroll through it pretty quickly. These are the cards they give you when you buy them. Not too much. We have a +5 here, and that's one of the reasons I didn't upgrade it. But with these abilities, it really is worth it. So number 1, for only 3 loyalty, lose 1 life, draw 2 cards. That really is fantastic, especially when you're trying to, summon so many of a certain thing. You need to go through your cards fast. Or you're trying to get to 20 life, and you need to do that 2 or 3 times. Number 2, for 9 loyalty, lose 3 life and destroy a target creature. That's great. You can destroy your own creature to stop doing damage to them. Again, you can get down to 20. It's just made for that, really. And Forbidden Knowledge for 18 loyalty, which isn't a lot at all for the third ability. Create a support gem with whenever any player draws a card, deal 8 damage to your opponent. And that's fantastic. So if you can, get rid of their hand, make them draw 5, that's obviously 40 damage, or 48 if they draw a 6, which isn't as common. So I'm going to pause this, and then I'm going to come back and talk about some cards. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so I have a list here of kind of the top cards I would put in the deck. Some of them aren't top cards, but they do have to do with discarding. Obviously, kill your opponent's creature. This is going to make it so you draw an extra card all the time. I like these cards in my decks, so you can cast things, especially if you're kind of saving up all your cards for one big move. Kill your opponent can't draw cards if they don't have cards. They don't have space in their deck. Kill creature. Kill creature. Okay, so Lost Legacy. This is one of the big ones for this deck. And so they're going to draw 6 cards, so that's 48 damage. Here we go. When this creature dies, discard your entire hand and draw 6 cards. So that's going to do, again, 48 damage to them. And there's some creative ways to do that, too. Here we have draw an extra card each turn when this attacks. So here, same thing, is draw a card. Here we have another 48 damage, 1 card move. Here we have draw 2 cards instead of 1. When you're drawing 1 or 2, that's really good. Drawing 6 obviously doesn't do anything for you. Those were the rares and mythics. And here we have the last creature you control is destroyed. You gain 5 life, draw 3 cards. So that might be in association with something like that. Although that would make you draw 9 cards, so that doesn't quite work. But you kind of get the idea. You could have this in your deck. The commons and uncommons aren't quite as good. Destroy target creature you control. Draw 2 cards. That's the same kind of idea. Again, they need to have room to draw cards. 2 more cards. That's 16 damage. Another 16 damage. Trade 4 for 16. Just real basic. I noticed the activate one doesn't work that often. These commons and uncommons aren't going to probably be in the deck, but you kind of see these are the cards that have to do with drawing cards or making your opponents draw more. So those are the preliminary kind of 14 cards. Actually, these are the cards. Oh, I didn't put that one in. I should have. Only because it has to do with drawing cards. It'll never make the deck. This I don't have, but would be a good card in the deck. You're going to be casting lots of spells, so if you have Brain in the Jar, it would probably go in the deck. And this I shouldn't have taken a photo of. So you can kind of see when you're making your deck, I would kind of start with these cards as your core, pick the 5 or 6 you have, pick the 5 or 6 that are best, and go from there. I'm going to pause this again, and I'm going to come back with a deck that looks a little more professional. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so this is exactly the deck's supposed to work. I just got 18 loyalty last turn. I have Lost Legacy. I have Bombat Courier. I can kill Bombat Courier. I can draw new cards. And then I have some other stuff down below that I just drew. And so let's see it in effect. Oh, well, that didn't work. I'm going to actually cast their spell, use the 3rd ability first before I'll show you next time. Well, you kind of see what would have happened. I would have just done 48 plus 48, which is what, 96 damage. And then I would have, that was great. That was great. Okay, well, you can see how it's supposed to work. If you actually cast the 3rd ability. I will use it right here so you can kind of see it. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this game. That's why you watch me. So let's see what happens here. We're going to cast the 3rd ability. And they have 98 life. Let's destroy that. And obviously, there are some cards here that when you discard, they get some mana. So that would be good to have in this deck too. But this is exactly how the deck's supposed to work. I just kind of want to show you how it works. I'm getting the right deck together now, but you can kind of see the 5 or 6 cards that I've chosen in watching the video. We'll scroll over. I don't know how you guys make decks, but this is kind of my process. As I go through, I get a deck, I refine it in story mode, and then I play it a little bit in quick battles. I'll be back. Okay guys, here's a better example. I'm actually going to cast it, and I actually can do a match 5 there, but I don't need it. So I have taken, what, about 15 damage. But you can see that right there we do 48 to him. And we cast it again. And we do another 48. And it didn't take too long to save up. Actually, I'm not going to use that because I don't want to waste the time to show the animations. And then I'm going to discard. And game over. So it does really work well. I found that I lose a little bit of life each time, but not a lot of life. So that's really good if you're trying to get to 20 and you're at 20 and you're not losing any more. So I'm going to keep making the video and keep finding the right deck for you. But I'm just trying to kind of show you the process that I do. Is your process similar? Let me know. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so this deck has actually been really good to me. The cards in the deck, To the Slaughter, Tomio's Journal, Sunken Hollow, I really like these because it really does speed it up. I haven't now that we have the log, I kind of want to do some analysis and see how much it really does. But Ruinous Path, Oath of Liliana, this would work in a creatureless deck. Obviously Lost Legacy. If you want to take this out and replace it with really any of the cards that we showed before, this would work too if you want to go really creatureless. Behold the Beyond, obviously, Transgress the Mind, and then we're back to the start. So that is the deck. It's worked really well for me. What would you add or subtract? Here is the forum. Nothing fancy here, but starting on January 9th, because the forum posts get kind of old on this, but we have Call to Bloodline, Demonic Pact. This is what other people are using in the same kind of deck, Tidy Conclusion. So you can kind of go through here. This one was put up about 5 days ago. So some other ideas of what they're doing. Okay? And like here they have Brawler's Plate, so they're really, it's quite a different deck, but you can kind of see what other people are doing. Hopefully in this video you can evaluate if you do like, well, I want to do one thing here. You can evaluate if you like Nilixis, if you want to buy them, if you want to upgrade them, what kind of deck you want to make, what other people are doing. So I wanted to show this because you can have 8 creatures, 8 spells, and 8 supports. And that's a lot of freedom to make a lot of kinds of decks. So enjoy, tell me what you think down below, and back to the start, thank you for making comments. That makes me make the best videos when I can kind of respond to that. And I do get stuck in my ways and get kind of lazy with Planeswalkers. And this is a new Planeswalker Arsenal, and I'm excited about it. Thanks, guys. Bye.